Welcome to the Joanie Show. I'm Joanie Fagan, and this is my sidekick,
Beaumont Bacon.
Or, oh my gosh, clearly it is Easter break or Easter week, and happy Passover to all of our friends that are celebrating Passover. We have spring break here, and you have sprung, my friend.
Well, I'm not celebrating Easter. I just came from the Playboy Bunny Mansion, and I forgot to take off all of my costume.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. I was hopping over there.
Were you?
I was.
And that little petting zoo. And you was part
I
of
am
that.
the petting zoo.
Oh, my God. Listen, we're going to have so much fun today. We are moms, and we have great guests on, and we're going to talk about what's trending again. We've been talking about the duct tape. The duct tape art with our kids is so popular now. You can't believe it. Wallets. My daughter has a little a business going in our house. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
Because we've been talking about this all week. Or all month. Excuse me, not all week. Not on camera, anyway. All week in my home, I've been talking about this to myself. Kind of creepy. But anyway, she made you this purse out of duct tape, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how she does it, and not just duct tape, but Velcro. This is like, there's a little pooch in
And
there.
she has made so many of those. My daughter's picking it up, and she's going to open the duct tape museum.
Oh, the museum.
Uh-huh.
This is how the doors sound when you open. It's just kind of a fun little thing. And also a pen for you. This is like crafting. And of course, I get the bow because apparently the mustache was so popular for so long and is going out. What's it called again? When they go out of, they're not trending?
Epic fail.
Epic fail,
This
apparently.
is epic fail now.
However, bows are in, so I don't know. Bo, you're in.
I'm in. I am so hip and
Oh, my
cool.
gosh.
And I budding
A little
flower here.
I
know it.
It's lovely.
Just like
they're
this
having
business.
duct tape parties. Yeah, adults are having duct tape parties. You bring your crafts, your duct tape, I suppose, and little knives. You have to check them at the door. They have little metal detectors at the parties. But women are having, they're redoing their lamps, their mirrors, plates, whatever. They're having crafting parties, and they actually play songs. Jansen, this is our Jansen here. We've adopted him. Jansen, do we happen to have any of these songs available, I wonder? Let's see. They have duct tape parties with Stuck Like Glue by Sugarland. By any chance? Let's see how fast. Or Stuck in the Middle with You by the Steelers Wheel. They're literally having duct tape parties, these women, and they're having snacks. Like
Snacks
peanut
with the
butter,
duct tape.
caramel, anything sticky. Banana and rhubarb, like pasty, sticky.
And then you're going to have to use that duct tape as Spanx or something to
That's
hold
a great
it up.
idea.
It is.
That is a great idea. Just right under my jeans. Oh, what's this? What's this, Jansen?
Stuck in the middle.
Wow,
even
get
know
the
that
duct tape. All right. This is kind of a...
Stuck in the middle with you.
And then we're just going to have a little duct tape party. Woo!
This
All
requires, I
right.
think, a funny cigarette.
Talk about music, by the way. Jansen, have you seen Pitch Perfect yet? Anybody? The movie Pitch Perfect?
No.
Okay, we're going to try it right now. Oh, and by the way, this is a little something I picked up in case you need some relaxing on your face. Can you believe this? I don't even know where this came from. All right, we'll just put that away.
If that's what that's for.
I think it is. That's what it's for. The relaxing of the facial muscles.
Ah.
Pitch Perfect. You're going to miss me when I'm gone. All the kids, it's the rage. This is trending. They're doing the cup song, and we're going to try and see if we can't do it ourselves. You know what this reminds me of? Is like Hide the Bean.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
Okay.
like a bad...
So if you want to play, what is it? A bad game. Like Hide the Bean. Like
the magician that is going around like this, and you have to go, it's that one right there. Huh, fool?
Jansen, what do you think? Pitch Perfect? You think we could do that?
Give it your all.
Wait,
All right,
don't
we're
need
gonna. Here we
three
go.
cups?
I don't know. I don't know how it goes exactly.
I don't know how.
Here we go.
Oh, I
Okay.
have them all now.
You got to get the rhythm going. We got to get. All right, hit it, Jansen. Oh, that's the. I think it needs to be louder. Oh. Hello. Hello.
And they
Bo.
Hello.
This is how
Sarah.
radio began.
Sarah.
Way back when. Bobond? Oh.
Okay, that's the so
Okay,
sad.
we're gonna leave. All right, Jansen, we've had enough. We've had enough.
Oh, the cup thing.
No, that is the cup that-
Epic
we're gonna leave
fail.
that to-
Epic fail.
We're going to leave that to our kids.
I think so.
We have our first in-studio guest, Wenzel, who will not be on camera, but he will be on audio. So, hi.
Hi, Wenzel.
Hey.
We're so excited. He contacted us on Facebook, I think it was, and says, can I come please be in the audience? I said, well, we don't want to actually have an audience, but you come and hang out. You are the audience. Yay! And
Well,
you're
we
going
have
to be
different clothes
fantastic.
that he can put on and play different characters through the course of the tape.
That would be fantastic.
That would be.
We can train you to do the cup song. You have a job here.
I saw the movie and I don't remember the cup song.
Wow.
Oh, we're on GoCastNetwork.com, by the way. If you want to tune in, the Joanie Show with Beaumont Bacon and Joanie Fagan, we have great guests. One more little tip: we like to use our household items and find out what else they're good for. We have chalk. Did you know that chalk is a repellent for ants?
Yes.
So you did know that?
I did know that.
Did you really?
Yeah, you have to draw a line saying, step over this line. And the ants go, no.
So like sidewalk chalk. Oh, it has two purposes then. So after you kill the ant, you can draw that the chalk around the little ant, so you can mark where they've been
All
murdered.
8 arms.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Anyway, we're going to come back with our first guest, who's going to be, I know, Michelle Santini, who is a nanny, who has fantastic tips for us. So come on back to the Joanie Show, and we'll see you in a couple minutes. Bye.
You're listening to the GoCast Network.
Hey, these are the Farley Brothers on Farley Brothers Radio. I'm Kevin Farley.
I'm John Farley.
I want you to go and look for Paranormal Movie on Amazon.com. It's out April 9th.
Yeah, it's a hilarious movie about a parody of the paranormal movies.
It's starring Maria Menounos, Tom Sizemore, Eric Roberts, John Farley, who plays Jack Goff.
Yep. Nikki Whalen.
Nikki Whalen. It's an awesome movie. Go check it out on Amazon.com. April 9th, it's coming out. Type in Kevin Farley Paranormal Movie.
Hey guys, this is Danny Trejo, and when I'm in Huntington Beach, I go to my favorite restaurant, the second floor. The second floor has my favorite food, and man, you have to see their colossal burgers. You need a damn machete just to cut them. And they were just voted the best fusion art restaurant. Tattoo art from some of the biggest names like Jack Rudy and Rick Walters. Every Thursday night, art shows featuring legends to local artists come in, and you can meet them in person. You can buy the art right off the walls, and all sales go right to the artist. After 10 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, well-known DJs spinning an eclectic mix of music, and you've got to check out their late-night menu. Go visit them on the web, check out their great menu, upcoming art shows, and your favorite DJ. Located at 126 Main Street, downtown Huntington Beach. Second floor. I'll see you there.
Greg Buckstar Sides here for the GoCast Network.
I'm Gary Garver, formerly of the Howard Stern Show, and I love the GoCast Network, Greg. It's awesome.
I love the GoCast Network too, and you know what I love about it is the partnerships we have, like with Ustream.
I dig Ustream.
Me too. What a great place to watch live content, like we do 30 shows a week live.
Yeah, we're kicking ass here at the GoCast Network. And how can people check out our shows on Ustream?
Well, what they can do is they can go to GoCastNetwork.com, click on the little live preview, boom. It opens right up. You're watching on GoCast, and bonuses to Ustream because guess what? It's their little thing.
We got some great shows here.
We do.
Check us out.
Check us
GoCast
out.
Network.
GoCast Network.
We're back on the GoCast Network.
I got my ticket for the long way round.
I'm going to learn that by the end of the show. From
Keep playing it.
Show. My daughter got it wired in like 2 seconds. Me, not so much. Anyway, welcome back to the Joanie Show with Joanie Fagan and Beaumont Bacon.
Beaumont Bacon.
Oh, we're here with our first guest du jour, Michelle Santini. Hi.
Hello, Michelle.
Fantastic nanny and other skills we'll talk about in a minute. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. How did this all come about? What is your background and what made you be inspired to help the others? Because I know that
The
you
little
were,
ones.
She was the little ones. She was working with inner city children for LAUSD. Is that right?
Correct.
And I have a sociology degree, and you're utilizing it.
But not as a teacher?
No, I came into teaching in 2000 when there was a teaching shortage in Los Angeles, and I basically got thrown into the system and said, here's a 10-week course and you can teach. So I taught in the inner city where they needed teachers the most.
Nice.
And I kind of transitioned into writing grants and collecting, doing data collection, because of my sociology.
Oh, yeah. And
background.
also, you were kind of looking into improving the reading and the writing programs in those
Exactly.
schools. Great.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And obviously, you like kids.
I love kids.
And what would you say, like, if I'm going to go out and look for a nanny, is there like nanny.com or, nanny SWAT or whatever?
What I've realized, it's like word of mouth because, working in the public sector when you're, you do get fingerprinted and TB tested and all this stuff working, for LAUSD, it's very different when you're going into someone's home. It's very personal.
Right.
I think it's better to have someone that's a referral. There isn't really a nanny service per se. There might be an older woman. Like there is services, but it may not be that person that's young and hip and can really click with your.
But you still have to have a resume and recommendations.
Oh, definitely. You have to have recommendations. I would recommend someone that's already dealt with 30 kids or 20 kids in a classroom.
So 2, 3, or 5 isn't
it's
like
totally
that much of a
doable.
challenge.
Exactly.
Unless they're bipolar.
Exactly.
Multiple personalities.
Exactly.
Something like that. Great. So start big with a lot of different kids, and then you can hone in. But you're sort of specializing right now because you're working with working moms who are having you nanny at their job. Is that right?
Yes. I work for a clothing designer in Venice who lives actually in the Valley. I'm a local person that lives near her store, so I come and meet her at the store and take her daughter out of the store, kind of stay in the neighborhood around the beach, just do fun things, go to the park, and then bring her back. So it allows her mom to kind of be with her, run her business, and, there's a lot of stimulation for her. She's a toddler, and the store is full of bright colors. And I thought, a learning environment had to look this way, and it doesn't. I mean, looking at, accessories and clothes and, taking her downtown to see fabrics, all that is very stimulating to a toddler, just like a, educational center would be. So.
Oh, that's great. So you're kind of getting out of the box, so to speak, as far as like what you were trained or what you thought.
Right.
That there's all kinds of alternative lifestyles or environments.
Exactly.
And it can be stimulating. Just make it for what it needs to be.
Exactly.
For that child, too.
And then she'll be
imagine.
educated in it to take over the business when mom doesn't want to do it any longer.
Yeah.
'Cause she's grown up in it.
And she's in Venice, so she could sell like duct tape art on
There
the
you go.
I think
There's
put
a
that kid
market
to
for
work.
that.
Exactly.
How old do you have to be to work in California? On the beach. Yeah.
No child labor law.
No child labor laws. Yeah. It's like you're crafty. Excellent. No, that's great. Sell your wares.
There you go.
Oh, man. That's great. So you're kind of just adapting as you go along. And this sounds perfect. And then you happen to also be a volleyball player. Is that professional or?
No, I just joined a league when I was doing a first year being a camp counselor at a beach hotel, and it was so easy because I was really already on the beach. I didn't have to commute. I didn't have to drive anywhere. I literally exited the hotel and go to the volleyball courts.
Nice.
So I joined a league, and I've been playing for the past 4 summers just because of the
So
the
this
access
is
that
beach
I have.
volleyball.
Exactly.
That's
not
tough.
indoor. I've never
That
done
is
it.
so
tough.
hard. I did that in high school for about a day. Till my calf said, I don't think so. No, we're going to rethink this. No, but it's really hard to play
It's hard.
in the sand.
And you have to be semi-tall because I'm not tall enough to even spike the ball over the net.
You were the ball.
I am the ball.
Yeah, I think having
Spike
being
that
tall
Beaumont.
is definitely a natural. You just close to the net. I mean, literally, I could just put my hands up. And then, like,
Oh, you're just
everybody-
bragging now.
Oh, wow.
You're hired.
Now, don't you think with your child and nanny background that sports and extra activities to get the children to channel all their energy is an excellent way to go?
Absolutely, and that's another thing. Going back to what you said, something to look for in a nanny: someone that's active, that does a lot of things, that's creative. You can't just you have
Sit
to
there.
be flexible. Yeah, you can't just sit there. It's not an office. There's no it's not procedural. It changes minute to minute. And having a sports background, I mean, I could get this bunny and make a
Throw
game
it.
out of
I'm
it.
glad you brought up the bunny because how do you feel about the nanny cam?
Secret nanny camera inside the bunny.
In the egg.
How do you feel about
Talking
is he
to the
winking at you?
egg.
Have you ever been exposed to the nanny camera?
Well,
Not
you
to
know
say that I
what?
don't use this in my home. Okay, we can go away now.
Let me rewind that tape and we'll just replay it.
Speak into my ear. Yeah.
Oh man, you just lost me there.
I don't know.
I'm like, ooh, what was I saying?
Do you feel like some of the parents are all suspicious? Like, we'll be
sometimes
back in
at the
5 hours, and they're
beginning-
back in like 5 minutes.
At the beginning, I think they have to grow comfortable with you.
Oh,
Even
sure.
if you have great credentials, there's people do things for money or for convenience or whatever. So they want to make sure that you're genuine I don't know if they're going to have a cam, but yeah, they do. I think parents sometimes do test you or have their own way of
their own way.
determining-
Sure.
Yeah, their own way.
Well, how many families do you attend
You
at
open
one
it.
time?
That's funny.
Well, this is my first nanny job, but I've worked with multiple children over the past 4 summers running camps, and either they're executives' children from the hotel or children from all over the world. So it's really given me it's stimulation for me, not just like dealing with kids in one region.
Yeah.
Great. Do you speak different languages as well?
I speak Spanish and English, and I understand a lot
muy
of
bien.
Italian. Muy bien.
Oh,
Muy bueno.
Speaking to El Rabito. No, how do you say rabbit? I don't even.
The Rabito's
It is
conejo.
Rabito?
Say
I don't know.
conejo.
I know that. Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, that.
Yeah, so-
but
luck.
she does sign language as well.
Yes.
Do you sign language in Spanish?
Wait a minute. How does that work?
I don't know.
I was going to. It's so funny. I was just
That's a good
thinking.
question.
Yeah.
I
I was
just
like
visual.
bilingual.
I speak Spanish
Language.
well, I guess. Does it have an accent?
That's so
You
funny.
made me think about that one for a second. I'm like,
Totally.
It's universal. Sign language is universal.
Okay, sign language
No
is
accents.
universal.
Okay.
As is the wink. No, I don't know.
It's been great to prevent tantrums, because the reason why kids act up is because they can't tell you what they want. And so since this is the first time working with a toddler, she went crazy like the first week, and I said, okay, what can I do to change this? And I just went on YouTube, and I literally taught myself in a few words to help me with, my job and with communicating it ever since then. It's been 5 months, no issues whatsoever, like she does. Now she runs around town just like doing all this stuff and making people laugh.
More.
Well, she can't do this, but she does this.
That's
so-
money.
Exactly. Pay up.
You bought the wallet made out of duct tape. Now
There
pay
you
up.
go.
See? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, but
great.
It's great. So she tells me what she wants. So it's like an adult. She doesn't have to scream. She doesn't have to yell. She just tells me exactly what
Yeah,
she
but
wants.
are her signals really tough?
What's good is when she does all
No
done.
fingers,
if
no
she's
fingers.
If she's in a situation that she's not happy with, she just says, all done, like, get me out of here. So it's kind of funny. Her personality comes out. She's only 17 months. But with the signing, you can
That's also a dance move.
Yeah, jazz hands.
By the way, I'm not looking through a magazine during the interview. I just want to make that clear. There's actually, that would be so rude. Yeah, all right, go on. No,
You're so
You're all, wow.
oh, there's
Yeah, you
a
might
sale. I'm totally not looking. There's
Cutting
actually an
coupons
article. There's an article that you reminded me of about
Spanish sign
how
language.
no, it's like tantrums often happen because the thrower is hungry, agitated, lonely, or tired, which is why I throw my tantrums.
Yeah, that's halt.
Halt! Oh my gosh, that's right. That's
Hungry,
also
angry,
a 12-step
lonely,
program. So if your 7-year-old is in rehab, I think
You've got it made. You've got it made.
Oh my gosh! It says offer choices out of the situations, or just take a breath. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but whose?
Yeah, take their breath. It means yeah. I think you know exactly what that means. Woohoo! Yeah.
Now she's no trouble at all.
No trouble at all. So passive. Oh my gosh! Any other tips? Tips that you could give parents to look for the right nanny?
particular nanny.
You want to interview them first. You want to have them maybe in your home and see how you feel. Intuition tells so much.
Right.
And then of course referrals.
Right.
And credentials if they have credentials, always
Absolutely.
good. And then definitely call the phone numbers they give you and do the research and everything. And hopefully it's
Right.
not their relative.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like
Oh,
Michelle's
yeah,
she's
fantastic.
just great.
She's great. My daughter. The nanny.
Right. Just any job that you deal with people, which being a nanny, being a teacher, you just got to make sure they're personable,
Yes.
that they can interact with your kids. If they're too like
Me?
restricted, no, some people
I
just
shrug.
I mean, like I said, working at that hotel, people are like, Michelle's a little crazy. I'm like, but you kind of have to be with 10 kids at a time or whatever. You have to kind of be lighthearted yourself and kind of be like a kid yourself. Otherwise, it's not gonna.
They're going to win. We can't
they're gonna
have
win.
that.
You can't beat them. Join
That's
them.
right. Just get on the ground.
Everyone takes her. She wears those ears year round, by the way, so that
I had
she
them
is.
glued down.
I'm finding it's very hard to concentrate with those.
Oh,
There's actually a nanny
Getting
cam in
very
one of the ears.
distracted.
what? Talking to the ear.
It's bunny ear sign language.
Tricks are
Are
for
you
kids.
happy or sad? Oh my gosh. Oh,
I have an
wait.
idea.
Oh, I think I see some food over there. My gosh. This is brilliant. Michelle, do you have a website where people can get in touch with you and ask you information or some
sure.
sort of...
It's michellesantini.com, and also you can find me on Twitter at The Great Santini.
Oh,
but it's
nice.
GR, the number 8.
Do you do magic as well?
I know.
You do magic?
That's why I'll be your assistant. I've got the outfit.
I'm going to hire you to watch Beaumont after the show.
I'd like to see some referrals, please.
Exactly.
I'll determine that.
My daddy's the best referral, okay? He's the Great Santini. No, just kidding.
Wow, she's connected.
It's all in the family.
You be a good little kid. I'll make you disappear. No, really.
That's right. Take it to
Wait,
the hat.
I had 5 kids when I left the house.
I don't know what happened.
I don't think so. Look into my eyes.
I don't know I was signing up for an ab workout today, but I definitely got it.
Oh,
good.
Yay. Laughing is like jogging on the inside. I wrote that. Thanks. Bumper stickers available after the show on our website.
But
and
she
go to
makes them out of
GoCast.
duct tape.
Yes, I do. So they're forever. Your forever friend. I'm trying to think. Would you like? Oh, by the way, this is a great relaxing tool for your face. I couldn't believe I saw it and found it
saying
and
that.
bought it.
It looks like a wishbone. What is that?
Spent
Looks like a
money on it.
wishbone.
I know. Really, seriously. It's-
Okay, between the ears
I know.
and that, this is a team.
So after a
Turn
long,
your
hard
frown
day
upside down.
of nanny, it's like the Joker. Yeah, I'm so sad. Not really. Oh my gosh, Jen said, I hope we're getting that on video because
my
that
God.
will be haunting me forever.
That's a keeper.
Yeah, and I thought I'd work again. We're so glad we had you on the show, Michelle Santini. Thank you so much.
The great
for
Santini.
having
The great
me.
Santini.
Thank you
Make
for
sure you
having
go to gocastnetwork.com. This is the Joanie Show. That's Beaumont Bacon, and that's
I just got the nod.
and this nanny cam also is available. They're seasonal. You don't want to use this around Christmas. It'll be suspicious. They won't believe.
Santa Claus is purple.
So creepy. Bye now. Sorry. Can't help it. And we do have our one audience member. Wenzel, who's over in the corner, not on camera, but he's smiling and having a good time.
And he is a nanny cam.
I think another guest has snuck into the room. I don't know. Anyway, we will be back in a couple minutes. Stay tuned for the Joanie Show. Bye-bye.
You're listening to the GoCast Network.
Hey guys, this is Danny Trejo, and when I'm in Huntington Beach, I go to my favorite restaurant, the second floor. The second floor has my favorite food, and man, you'd have to see their colossal burgers. You need a damn machete just to cut them. And they were just voted the best fusion art restaurant. Tattoo art from some of the biggest names like Jack Rudy and Rick Walters. Every Thursday night, art shows featuring legends to local artists come in, and you can meet them in person. You can buy the art right off the walls, and all sales go right to the artist. After 10 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, well-known DJs spinning an eclectic mix of music, and you gotta check out their late night menu. Go visit them on the web, check out their great menu, upcoming art shows, and your favorite DJ. Located at 126 Main Street, downtown Huntington Beach. Second floor. I'll see you there.
Hey, this is Dangerous Dick. That's Darren Carter. Check out our podcast here on the GoCast Network. Over 185 shows so far, and we're kicking ass.
Wow, I like my women like I like my
basketball,
bouncing around and passed around by black dudes. I don't know.
Check us out every week here on the GoCast Network, the Dick and Darren Comedy Podcast.
Buckstar here, Greg Seitz, whatever my name is, Greg Buckstar Seitz, CEO of GoCast Network.
And I'm Gary Garver, formerly of, I don't even want to mention that asshole's name, from the GoCast Network, program director of the GoCast Network.
Weren't you on Journey?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Sammy Hagar, they say.
Sammy Hagar. And you know what? We got some sick new technology. You can check us out with Vidi.
What the hell's Vidi, Greg? I have no idea what that is.
Vidi is Instagram, Twitter combined for a great 15-second video experience where you'll see awesome clips and fun stuff.
Wow, I can't wait to check that out. Where do we go?
Vidi.com? I think so.
Okay, cool.
We're back on the GoCast Network.
Hey guys, this is Danny Trejo, and when I'm in Huntington Beach, I go to my favorite restaurant, the second floor. The second floor has my favorite food, and man, You'd have to see their colossal burgers. You need a damn machete just to cut them. And they were just voted the best fusion art restaurant. Tattoo art from some of the biggest names like Jack Rudy and Rick Walters. Every Thursday night, art shows featuring legends to local artists come in, and you can meet them in person. You can buy the art right off the walls, and all sales go right to the artist. After 10 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, well-known DJs spinning an eclectic mix of music, and you gotta check out their late night menu. Go visit them on the web, check out their great menu, upcoming art shows, and your favorite DJ. Located at 126 Main Street, downtown Huntington Beach. Second floor. I'll see you there.
We're back on the GoCast Network.
Welcome back to the Joanie Show. That music just makes you want to go like this for a little while, right, Beaumont? That's Beaumont Bacon, my sidekick. Ow! I'm going to do that for the first 6 episodes. I'm Joanie Fagan. We're moms. We're talking about what's trending. We're interviewing people. We just had a nanny here who was awesome. She had great tips and a lot of fun.
I'm going to hire
great.
her.
I know.
I know it.
I'm going to hire her for you.
I don't even have any
Just go hang
children,
out.
and I'm going to hire her.
Just to hang out?
Just to hang out.
Oh, that's
Take
like do
me
some
places.
crafting. Oh my gosh, we've had so much fun. We're talking about duct tape art, and we
Again?
have a very, very special guest on. Yes,
Who is
Rich
that?
Scheidner.
No.
Who is, yes.
He's taking time out for us?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Thank you, Rich.
He is. There's Rich Scheidner, fantastic comic, producer, writer, and a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I are sponsored by Bausch & Lomb. By the way, we do take donations. No. Anyway, yeah, how are you?
I'm doing great, honey.
Great.
Hi.
I just ran into Rich after a long time working in Las Vegas. Yeah?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cool.
Do you live in Los Angeles?
I live in Los Angeles. I do. I live in the Valley.
Yay,
Yeah.
Valley.
Well, you have kids, you have to move there.
Of course.
It's the law.
It's the law.
We know a nanny, and by the way,
I think I'm paraphrasing
the
the
nanny
Seinfeld
cam
thing.
is available in case you. This is the nanny cam.
That's the nanny cam?
This would be the nanny cam, except you can't use it on any other holiday. Just on Easter. I'm going to put it away now. All
That's
right.
the whole thing. These kids grow up. They grow up from beginning, from birth, under the camera, 24/7.
Yeah.
It's a nanny cam. I mean, when you go to and you see this generation, that's why there's such great actors. There's so many reality shows. They're so used to cameras. Because you go to like just any kid's school function thing, it looks like an international press conference.
I know.
The dads come in, they set up the tripod cameras early. There's 40 tripod cameras. Then they've got their individual cameras. Then the mom's got the phone cameras. And the kid's got 3 different shots. And then they have to edit it later. And that's just for the kids saying, "Hi, everybody. My name is Jimmy."
Oh my gosh, that's
and they
right.
get better at
And
lying.
they get
because
better.
That's right. It's
And they're on
that
camera
practice.
all the time.
That's right.
And the Kardashians are there, and they know the right side. They know the good side at a very young age.
Yeah.
That's true. They're around cameras all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you look at when I grew up, it was like 8 pictures of the kids. That's it.
In black and
Yeah,
white.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slowly
Kodak, little
fading.
Kodak Instamatic, and that's it.
Oh,
Right.
you wound
It's
it.
like, it costs money to develop those pictures. Don't mess that camera up.
Leave it in the camera. Leave it in there.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're from, is it Pennsville, New Jersey?
Pennsville, New Jersey, yeah.
Pennsville, New Jersey. How different was it growing up there compared to raising your kids here in Los Angeles?
Well, it's a whole different time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you didn't stay in the house. If it was a
No.
snowstorm, they threw you out of the house.
That's right.
Get out of the house. Get outside and play. Get outside. That was the mantra. Get outside and play. And you stayed out, and it was until the streetlights came on. That was your signal.
Oh.
And it was like the streetlights came on. Oh, gotta go home. You're like a vampire, With,
That's
with
why
the sun
you're a
coming out.
comic, because you go, oh, there's a light. I got to do 10 minutes.
Yeah. And you just went, and there was no boundaries. I mean, we just ran over the whole school. I mean,
The whole neighborhood was yours.
The whole town. I mean, you just went everywhere in the town. Nobody was worried. Nobody was scared. There was no thought of kidnapping.
Oh, yeah.
And now there's such fear of kidnapping, right?
Yeah.
That it's all play dates. I never see any kids out in the street in my neighborhood. Never see kids anywhere. It's all play dates. If the kids are out in the street, they've got a sniper up on the roof covering them.
And that's Dad.
Yeah, that's Dad.
The kids are all tagged. They have
Right.
like the little homing
Migration.
device. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I would love to find out if there really was more kidnappings now or just more awareness of it. Like, I think, like 100 years ago, if some kid was taken off the street in Maine, well, you were in South Carolina, you didn't know about it. You didn't think
Right.
about it. It wasn't in your.
We
in
knew
your
the Lindbergh
world.
baby. That was
That
it.
was a huge one, right?
That was a big one.
Right, but that was a freakish, unusual thing,
Yes,
and that
it
made the news all
was.
over it. But now, with 24/7 news cycle, CNN, Fox, and everything else. If a kid's
And the
taken
Amber Alert.
in Georgia, the whole country's aware of it.
Yeah.
Everybody's
The
like,
world.
oh my God. So kids are taking, 5 kids are taken a week. That's 5 days of total nonstop kidnapping coverage.
That's true. That is a good
There's so much fear with the moms
question.
today. There's so much fear.
Yes, I know.
And then you have those leashes, they have the kids on leashes.
I was just
I like
reading
those.
Yeah.
I
like
have.
that?
I do.
I don't know about the leash. What message, though? You're walking with your daughter is on a leash and then next to a dog on a leash? What psychological sort of, which, by the way, my daughter's off the paper, so I'm kind of
You're
excited
happy
about
about
that. Yeah, I
yeah.
paper trained her.
That's
so
very good.
Yeah, so
Sit.
psychologically she sort of is in that zone. But yeah, the kids on the leashes, how do you feel about that? What do you think? It's
I
like,
loved it.
Did
you-
you?
did
do
you
it?
have
When they
one?
were 1 or 2 years old and they were squirming in your arms or didn't want to stay in the shopping cart, and it's a whole body harness.
Oh, it's a
not
harness.
just a choker, on that
With a
child.
taser?
With a taser.
Nice. Little electric shock if they
Yeah,
try
and
and
it
get away.
just has them in a little radius like a lead on a horsey,
Oh, that's nice.
and they can go out and then come back.
I don't know.
And then they don't
You
run
still
away.
have to pay attention because
Yeah.
some thief will
Yeah.
Grab the leash.
you grab, you're saying, there's nothing on the end of my leash. What happened?
It's that magic trick.
Right.
Check them in at restaurants. Just put them on a hook.
Yep.
Go eat your lunch. Oh my gosh. No, I don't know about if that's a great idea, but 2 and 3 year olds, they will take off.
Yep.
They will just take off. So I guess, if you've got a runner, it's a good
I would
idea.
rather have the leash than a lost child.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's so much more, in every way, protecting kids today than when we grew up.
That's true.
Yeah,
child-proofing
seatbelts.
house,
Ugh.
seatbelts, the car seat thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was joking around. I mean, the car seat, we were on the back. We weren't even in the seats.
No.
We were laying on that ledge in the back with our face against that rear window.
That's right.
With
Dad
no
hits the
sunblock.
brakes, you ricochet around the inside the car for a couple of minutes, land head first on a full ashtray.
And just laugh.
Yeah.
And that was fine.
Yeah, I love that whole thing of the secondary smoke. And my dad smoked 2 packs of Pall Mall non-filters a day in the car, in the house,
And his ash would
wherever.
be that long, and as he would put it down to flick it, the air conditioner would hit it and just
Air conditioner.
ash
What
was-
year? Oh, you're a youngster, are you?
She's newfangled.
Yeah.
Air
All right, the
conditioner.
wind. The wind.
Dad opened the side vent. That was your hope. Dad opened the side vent. No, there was a front vent.
A
There was the window,
V-shape.
and there was a
Oh,
little
yeah.
V-shaped front vent. That was your air conditioner.
Oh my God.
But
That
you,
your
you
arm
risk
got
it.
caught
You
in.
risk it, because you're going to be bringing in more bugs that way.
Oh.
I grew up in South Jersey. A lot of bugs.
Which is good for snacking to some families.
Yeah.
Some good
Them
snacking.
beets.
Yeah, get a little marinara.
Yeah, I think
sauce
it's
on
a
there.
whole function of there's less kids per family. So when you only have like 1 or 2 kids max, you're more protective of the kids you have. And my dad's generation, they had like 4, 5, 6 kids in family. So it was a percentage game. If we get
Yeah.
4 of them to adulthood, we've done a good job. 4 for 6, a
The
good
other
batting
two,
average. Yeah, we lost 2 along the way. What's the
Oh,
heck? Well,
we knew something was going to happen.
we certainly learned that a frayed wire is not good with kids around.
That's right. Water and electricity.
So the first
don't
2 are
mix.
really just, to get the kinks out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we learned from the first one, don't run with those scissors.
Yeah, remember little Bobby?
Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're just really the test dummies. Oh my gosh, that's true. You're right. They did have bigger families and the percentages of things happening. My mom used to put us on the floor and just let us roll around. Just let us roll around in the car, and all bets were off.
Yeah.
Do you find that this childhood and growing up and learning all that you have led you right into the comedy that you could talk about on stage?
I talked about what was like growing up in my generation.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole different experience. I mean, if I did jokes today in front of kids today about, we'd sit around, everybody, there was one TV in the house.
Yeah.
There was one TV. It was not like everybody had their own TV and go watch your own show and go separately to your room. There was one TV.
And you had to
that
get
was
up
it.
to change it.
And you were Dad's changer.
There you go.
Get up and change the channel. There were only 3 channels anyway. But he'd have you flip around and change the channel, or adjust the ears if there were rabbit ears,
Yes.
right? I love that.
Which, by the way, we're getting CNN right now
I like that.
off of Beaumont.
I like that.
Well, like-
so you had those experiences. I used to do jokes about, my house, everybody sat there because you were afraid to get up. Because the first person to get up, the rest of the family would be like, why you're up? Get me some popcorn. Why you're up? Why you're up? Why you're up? You could today they'd be like, well, I don't get that. I don't get that.
Because
And
we
it
have a
wouldn't resonate.
nanny.
Yeah, we have a nanny getting it for us.
That's right. I don't have to get up anymore.
The au pair.
We have an au pair.
Au pair?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've
And
got an
then-
au pair. She's cheaper.
Oh,
And
apple.
And they have the kids. The kids stay, home longer. Like they don't start the kids in schools. Like I want my kid as late as possible to go into kindergarten, so they're more developed. About 8 or 9 would be good start. Good late start.
8 or
So they
9.
graduate high school when they're 24,
Exactly.
25. But my mom's generation, they wanted us out of the house. What are
That's
you, 3?
right.
Get him into kindergarten. He doesn't look like
Well,
he's
with
5 or
6
6.
kids.
He's a little slow. He's a little shorter, but just take him in. He's 3.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
And take his sister while you're at it.
Yeah,
She's 15. But
You're a
whatever.
pair.
Yeah. No, that's true. It's so different now. Oh my gosh. And I want to transition real quick into that movie the documentary that you did, I Am Comic.
Yeah,
Because
Jordan Brady directed it.
everything leads right into you being able to document everything that you've done from your life's experiences, transitioning it onto stage. You've been on The Tonight Show.
Right.
You know, a lot of acting. And tell me a little bit about I Am Comic, because it's a great documentary.
It went from being Jordan came to me and said, I want to do a documentary on stand-up comedy. And I'd done this book with Mark Schiff called I Killed, which is about a bunch of road stories that comics gave us, and we put it in the book. And he said, I want to do something different. I said, great, let's talk about what it takes to be a comic and what a comic is like, what their personality is like. And so we started interviewing comics. We had questions that I would ask them, and comics remember their first laugh. I would ask every comic, do you remember your first laugh? I mean, we asked Erwin Corey, and he was like 95 years old at the time. I think he's 99 now. This was 4 years ago. And I said, do you remember your first laugh? And he didn't even bat an eyelash. And he recited a poem that he did when he was 10 years old, 1924.
Wow.
1924. He recited a poem that he did at the Brooklyn Jewish Orphanage.
Oh,
And
what a gig!
Yeah, it was his classmates.
Wow.
And he got laughs. He goes, I never forgot I got those laughs. So and so we started doing that, and then Jordan saw me because we were around nightclubs, which I hadn't been around the clubs and watching the comedy scene for a long time. And so I'm sitting there watching these people perform, and he could see I was getting the itch. He go, hey, what do you think of this place? I go, this is a nice room.
Pick me.
Yeah. So he says, why don't you get up there? So I said, fine. And then he says, I got a place for you to go up. And, of course, the place he picks was absolutely the worst open mic in the valley.
Oh, no.
Liquid Zoo on Sepulveda.
Liquid Zoo.
It was just the worst.
Gosh.
You know,
That does not sound good.
Laugh of recognition.
Our audience member knows the Liquid Zoo, apparently.
It's so symptomatic of the open mic situations in comedy now because there's more comics than available audience members. There are,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
comics have outstripped the audience. You know, there's just comics roving around looking for people to perform for. So they have like 40 comics in there waiting to go on, and not one person who wasn't a comic was in the room. So you're just performing for comics. And it was just the worst. They're all
That's
sitting around
always
the
your
bar.
best demographic.
Oh, it's the best.
Either don't laugh or they're
They're
taking
just standing by the
notes.
bar talking about why they're
know.
not getting more work.
Not-
I can't understand why I'm not getting more work. How come I don't have an agent? You know, and and you're performing for that.
Oh,
But I did
gosh.
it. You know, I went and did it, and then I had some fun doing it, and then I just started doing more and more, and that became sort of a storyline in the movie.
Oh, great. So it is based on your journey?
So coming back to comedy because I had kind of gone away from it.
Well, you kind
know-
of do when you first start having your babies.
You're right.
And
That's
it
right.
kind of dwindles off, and then you grab it back and go, I got to get out of here. And embrace that me again.
Yeah, yeah, and they like that. The kids like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
at first they
sure.
don't.
Oh, Dad, go on.
How many kids do you
Get
have?
out of
When
here.
they especially become teenagers because they don't want to be around you anyway.
I know it. I've got him right now.
You guys-
I know.
You do? You
how
have 'em?
old? How old?
14.
And how old are your kids?
My youngest is 13.
Okay.
So I call him Road Rash now because that's all he is. He's a skateboarder, and that's all he has is nothing but just scrapes and road rash, you know.
Is he
And
just
broke his
proud of
arm.
that?
He loves it. He just
Of
broke his
course.
arm for the first time. That was great.
Oh,
Did he get a
my
little purple
gosh.
heart from the other gang?
Oh, he had the
Remember?
cast, you know, signed by, you know,
I love it.
with phrases I have no idea what they mean.
Didn't you love becoming a father and having kids? It's a whole different journey that does inspire you to do material on stage about it. Did they teach you anything
know,
that you didn't think you'd
I know when somebody
learn,
said
or-
that, when somebody said when my first kid was born, my daughter Savannah, somebody said, oh man, you're going to get so much material. But then years later you realize, I could have like lost one of my legs and done better off with material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd been a lot easier.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot easier. It is tough.
It's a hard job.
It's never ending.
Yeah.
It never will end.
Right,
You're
exactly.
concerned about them for the rest of your life.
Right.
And that's it. But I had so much out of it. I remember I had two girls and coached them both in softball. They played softball all the way through. I had so much fun doing it.
And you
that's
are
another-
wondering why you left comedy. You're busy being a good
I
dad.
was so happy being the
Congratulations.
softball coach.
So
I transitioned from stand-up
fulfilling.
to softball coach so nicely.
and it's a short window that you get
Exactly.
to do that.
Exactly.
Good for you.
And there's another thing that's funny you watching them.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah, you know, when you watch the parents, it's funny because I had no illusions. You know, I was not an athlete myself. Both my kids were. I mean, I tried, but I was never a pro or anything. And both my kids were doing great. But you watch these parents, and you're down there, and like, you know, they're 8 years old, and the parents are like talking about scholarship to UCLA, and you go,
Oh, yeah.
maybe she should just hit the ball first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a bat.
Yeah, a lot of parents believe in that lead time. Like kindergarten, It's like Berkeley. Is it Berkeley? No. They're like,
I've heard so many stories about crazy Little League parents and all until you experience
no, it's intense. The soccer mom, I mean, you never want to see like an angry mob full of, a van opening with that door, like 8 angry soccer moms coming at you. Yeah, we can be vicious, especially if you don't feed us. Yeah, definitely.
Like circus clowns coming out of a very small car.
Oh, yeah. That happens on Halloween now. Like when people are trick-or-treating, they actually get in like a van and they just drop off a gaggle of kids in a neighborhood and then get back in the van. Yeah, it's like you see them pull up in front of your house. I know it used to be walking like in the neighborhood like you were talking about.
Right.
But now Halloween, you open the door and the van pulls up. It's like oh my gosh, I think the CIA is here, and this army of kids comes out. Give me some candy. Yes, take a lamp. It's a little crazy now. It's so different. Again with the security because you can't even walk from house to house. You have to get in the van, go to the next house.
Exactly.
Crazy.
And they put so much into their costumes now, which is hilarious. Again, when I was growing up, it was like you're a ghost or you're a hobo. That's all you were. One of the
hobo.
Who cares? No effort. Put some cork on your face. Put a stick with a handkerchief on the end. Get out there. It was all about candy grab. It was all about how much you got. The main thing was you had a pillowcase. You tried to fill it.
That's right.
That was it. So you just ran, and another kids would warn you. They come out of the house going, "Go back, apples! They're giving out apples." And you go, "Thanks for not wasting my time on this house."
The caramel popcorn, just not.
And it was, and they were full candy bars. So now everybody has the bite-sized stuff, all that.
No.
My son went out. He plays guitar, so he went out the last 2 years as John Lennon, and cleaned up so big time. Because there's all these people my age answering the door. So he stands there, starts playing a Beatles song, and maybe he taught himself to play Working Class Hero, which is a really strange song for Halloween. But he goes there and they go, and you'd see them, they grab their cameras, take a picture, he's John Lennon,
That's fantastic.
And they would throw candy at him. Here, have more. They take a handful. Normally, take one. They're like,
Get your hand
here, have
out
a
of it.
handful. So he goes, I'm going out John Lennon again this year. Last year he did it.
I'm going to dress up my daughter as Janis Joplin next year.
Take
or something.
Yoko Ono.
No, they'll really throw more candy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, wow. Rich, do you have any jobs coming up that you want to talk about or any activities? And everyone should look for I Am Comic for sure.
Yeah, I Am Comic is great. And I'm just writing a book on the 80s sort of stand-up scene, and I'm doing that. I've sort of serialized it on Facebook. I'm like 59 stories into it. And
great.
And 21 more to go, so then I'll finish that, and that'll be a book.
That's great. Do you have a website or
RichScheidner.com.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Facebook page, Rich Scheidner.
Nice. And you can get more information at gocastnetwork.com, and you can subscribe at iTunes. Is that right, Jansen? Mm-hmm. All right, that's Jansen in the booth. Rich, we're so glad that you were here. Uber dad and fantastically talented.
Uber dad.
He is, and we played Bad to the Bone. But we're going to play Imagine by John Lennon on the way out, just in honor.
Bad to the Bone, I grew up in Pennsville, which is across from Wilmington, Delaware, which George Thorogood was from there.
Oh, no.
I used to grow up in the early 70s going over to a place called the Stone Balloon.
Perfect.
Next to the University of Delaware, and watch him play.
Oh, that's perfect then.
He would play because he wouldn't travel in the summer.
And was he
he never
stoned?
toured.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was a semi-pro. He was a semi-pro baseball player, so he wouldn't tour in the summertime because he was playing baseball. When he was young.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Balance and diversity. That's the key to
Stone
good
Balloon.
life.
Get it? Led Zeppelin. Stone Balloon.
Yeah.
Here's for
I'm with you, baby. I'm
for
with
your
you.
son on Halloween. This is for your son on Halloween.
Oh.
Anyway,
Easter,
the Joanie
we're close.
Show. Come back. I know. Pace yourself, people. It's only Easter.
Thanks, Rick.
GoCast Network.
Before you hit fast forward, listen to this.
It's the big hot rockin', non-stoppin', less talking, boss jockin', head knocking, finger popping, yanking, cranking, hiney spanking, wham bam, thank you ma'am, 50,000 watt blowtorch of rock and roll. That is the Dick and Darren Show.
Dick and Darren downloaded 185 episodes. It's pretty good for you. You'll like it. Up in your ear hole.
On the GoCast Network.
Hey, it's Ralph Garman from Ted and the Joe Schmo Show. Please do me a personal favor. Listen to The Balancing Act on Mondays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on GoCast Network.
Greg Buckstar Sides here for the GoCast Network.
I'm Gary Garver, formerly of The Howard Stern Show, and I love the GoCast Network, Greg. It's awesome.
I love the GoCast Network too, and you know what I love about it is the partnerships we have, like with Ustream.
I dig Ustream.
Me too. What a great place to watch live content like we do 30 shows a week live.
Yeah, we're kicking ass here at the GoCast Network. And how can people check out our shows on Ustream?
Well, what they can do is they can go to gocastnetwork.com, click on the little live preview, boom, it opens right up. You're watching on GoCast and bonuses to Ustream because guess what? It's their little thing.
We got some great shows here.
We do.
Check us out.
Check us
GoCast
out.
Network.
GoCast Network.
Hey guys, this is Danny Trejo, and when I'm in Huntington Beach, I go to my favorite restaurant, the second floor. The second floor has my favorite food, and man, you have to see their colossal burgers. You need a damn machete just to cut them. And they were just voted the best fusion art restaurant. Tattoo art from some of the biggest names like Jack Rudy and Rick Walters. Every Thursday night, art shows featuring legends to local artists come in, and you can meet them in person. You can buy the art right off the walls, and all sales go right to the artist. After 10 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, well-known DJs spinning an eclectic mix of music, and you gotta check out their late-night menu. Go visit them on the web, check out their great menu, upcoming art shows, and your favorite DJ. Located at 126 Main Street, downtown Huntington Beach. Second floor. I'll see you there.
We're back on the GoCast Network.
I love the bunny. I don't love my mom or my dad. Just the bunny. The bunny. The bunny. Yeah.
That's the scariest
I know.
song.
Welcome back to the Joanie Show. I don't know if I was just thinking that out loud or
That
that
is your
music.
head.
That was. I was like, is that kind of weird that I'm singing that song in my head? Welcome back to the Joanie Show. We're moms. We have great guests on. This is Beaumont Bacon, my sidekick. Who's wearing the bunny ears because, well, they're kind of droopy now. Maybe the bunny needs some protein or something.
That's because the headphones.
It's low sugar bunny. Here we go. Oh my gosh, because it is spring break, and here we are at Universal City Walk, and you can go, by the way, to the GoCastNetwork.com and subscribe at iTunes for the Joanie Show, which is
good.
fantastic. We have a regular guest on because we like the dog and cat adoptions, yes, all the time.
Thank you.
And being spring break and Easter coming up, and happy Passover to all our friends who are celebrating Passover. Terry Austin is here. Again, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
From the Amanda Foundation, by the way. And bunnies. You can adopt bunnies.
Absolutely.
So, and it's a perfect time to go do that.
It is. At Easter time, a lot of people think that a bunny or a chick is a really cute gift. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't take it very seriously, and they think it's a great gift for a week. And they do have a lifespan of, like rabbits can live. Well, sometimes that is unfortunately true. But a rabbit has a regular lifespan of 7 to 10 years or even longer.
Right.
And there's all different sizes of bunnies. And so people sometimes go and they buy a little cute bunny and they think it's going to stay that little. And it's actually going to be, 17 pounds.
Big bunny.
Yes, I've had 2 bunnies, by the way.
I had a bunny too.
Oh, I know. They're great pets.
They're wonderful
I
pets.
had one for 7 years and another one for 7 years, actually. And they do get large, but you can sort of potty train them.
Absolutely, you're right.
Kitty
Just
litter
like
box
cats.
them.
They're very, very clean animals. They don't smell. They litter box train very easily. However, they're not really what you call a low maintenance pet.
Right.
They need regular vet visits. They have to have their teeth filed down and their nails clipped.
Right.
And if they don't, they can hurt themselves and they get nasty infections. And they have to be spayed or neutered. A lot of people don't know this, but if rabbits, female rabbits are not spayed, 85% of them will develop uterine cancer by the age of 4.
Wow.
Because they breed like bunnies,
Yeah.
and they've got a lot of estrogen running through their system, and that will cause
And they're
cancer if they're not reproducing.
Big bar hoppers, aren't they?
They are tarts. Let's just
They're
I was going
tardy.
to use another
Tardy
word. But it's
frisky.
Easter.
Frisky.
They are frisky, yes, and
Thumper.
they're friendly and frisky. See, that's what I used to think in high school, and the girl would be called somebody say, "Oh, she's a slut," and I think, isn't friendly and popular is just so much better? Than,
Yes.
Friendly
so
and
much
popular is my
It's just-
BFF.
Yeah.
but anyway, so with bunnies, there are actually bunny rescues in town. There's one called Too Many Bunnies, so it's www.toomanybunnies.com.
Oh.
And there's another one, House Rabbit Society. So if you really have your heart set on really having a pet that you're going to keep more than 1 week of Easter, then why not adopt and save a life? And there are so many bunnies. And our animal shelters in Los Angeles, all 6 of them, have tons of bunnies. And when you go to a rescue or you go to the shelter, you're going to get someone who's going to give you really good information about how to care for the bunny. For instance, they don't really just eat carrots. You know, people say sometimes people get a bunny and they just give it lettuce and carrots, and they can't live on that. They actually need Timothy hay, and their primary diet is hay, not those crappy little pellets out of the pet store. So
That's what I eat.
Yeah,
You
Not
eat
crappy little pellets from the animal store.
If you took off the ears, I'd feed you something else.
I know.
Are you a carnivore bunny?
I'm a carnivore Texas bunny. Hoppy, hoppy, hoppy.
But they're friendly. They're very affectionate. Pets are sort of, you know, there's a lot of good things about bunnies.
They're just fertile.
They are very
fertile. Okay.
They are very fertile. And like I say, they have particular needs. So I don't mean like
don't we
therapy.
all?
I mean like I don't think that. I'm not saying the bunnies have baggage.
That's right.
They're not bunnies.
They have needs.
They have needs.
If it was appropriate, lighting a cigarette would be appropriate right now. But it's not.
Flick, flick, flick.
Exactly. Do the cup song again. Oh, oh, I'm going to adopt Beaumont right after the show, actually. And
that makes me want to
keep her from procreating. Oh, my gosh.
I've been neutered.
One more time. First, the Amanda Foundation.
Yes. We rescue dogs and cats.
Right.
And we're open every single day of the year, including Easter Sunday. So if the family wants to come down and look at some pets, we're there every single day. And our website is www.amandafoundation, one word, amandafoundation.org. And we have beautiful dogs and cats of all sizes and ages and types and everything.
Great.
And again, we're happy to talk to you about what your lifestyle is and help you pick a pet you're going to be able to keep.
Perfect.
Instead of one that at the end of a month you're going, what have I done?
Oh,
and what
yeah,
about
yeah,
all the little colored chicks?
Pardon me?
That you have. You have the
I'm gonna.
chicks,
I
too?
have to. We have to go. Unfortunately,
What?
I know. That's why I was touching you.
I'm glad
it's those
you were.
ears.
I know it. I know
You are
it.
frisky. Oh, I know. I wanted to make sure. Also, you have volunteers that you accept
Yes,
at the Amanda Foundation.
We can use
to
it, and
work?
if you go on our website and click on volunteers, it'll tell you how to come down and sign up. And
Great.
And we're open every single day of the year, and we can really use your help.
Oh, and the two bunny sites. One more time.
It's toomanybunnies.com.
Okay, great.
And House Rabbit Society.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. So everyone go adopt your bunnies for Easter. It's the best thing to do. And I've already adopted Beaumont. She's not available. But
I also nanny.
she's already got, and yeah, it's kind of scary.
The
I would
bunny
check the
nanny.
references. But no, she'd be a great nanny. She's fun. She wears the ears and
What?
I don't know what's happening. But she's hopped up on jelly beans right now.
I love this movie.
We had so much fun today. Thank you, Terry Austin,
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank
And
you,
Rich
Terry.
Scheidner was here. And Michelle Santini, the great nanny. And we had our first audience member,
Yay,
Wenzel.
Wenzel
And
Jones.
contact us, Facebook. We are JoanieFagan.com, or you can do 3blondemoms.com. You can get in touch with us there. We have a show in Arizona, Phoenix, April 18th. And we're just happy to be here. The Joanie Show. Come back. Bye-bye.
Happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter to you.